Okay, today I want to show you on how to use quadrant to determine if an angle from 0 to 360 is positive or not. And we have there are four quadrants that we have between 0 to 360. Between 0 to 360, we have four quadrants. So, and this is how it goes. You have it like this. So there's what we now call arts. So you move clockwise to label this. You move like this, and I will tell you the essence. So you move like that in labeling this arts. So you have A, C, T, S. So and then you have this one as first quadrant. This is first quadrant. This is second quadrant. This is third quadrant, and this is the fourth quadrant. Now, what does ACTS stand for? This one means in this first quadrant, which comprise of the 0 to 90, you move counterclockwise or anti-clockwise. From 0 to 90, it is all positive. That is, A is standing all positive. So which means any value you press from your calculator from 0 to 90, if you press cos that angle, cos or sine of that angle or tangent of that angle, you are going to get positive at the end of the day. Now, when you now move to second quadrant, what we are seeing here now is x. It means that it is only sine that is positive. It is only sine that is positive here. Any other identity or any other trigonometry is negative. That is, you will be having cos as negative. You also have tan as negative. So which means from any number you have that is from 91 to another 90, from here to here now, you have this as 280 and 180 rather. 180 degree. So any number you press from 91 to 180 is going to give you positive when you press sine. Press sine 91, sine 92, sine 93, sine 94 until 180. You will be having positive. And don't forget that in the first quadrant, all the identity cos, sine, and tan, they are positive. But when you come to the second quadrant, it is only sine that is positive. So when you are not having cos, tan, it is negative. So we're having 90 to what? 180. Now when you now come to third quadrant, which is from 180 to 270, what do you now have? So it is only target that is, because we are having t here, it is only target that is going to give you positive. That is the essence of this art. Anywhere the letter falls, it is only that letter that you are seeing there that are going to be giving you positive. And each letter stands for something. This one stands for all are positive. This one is cos, cosine. This one is tangent. This one is sine. Now, so if you have any number between 181 to 270, when you press the tan of that angle, you will be having positive. So it is only tan that is positive here. So any other one, either sine, it is negative, or cosine, it is negative. So that is what you'll be having there. Now, when you now move on to from 270, like 270 to 360, so 360 comes out back here. So I'm looking at the angle between 0 and 360. So from here now to this place, you'll be having only cos, cosine, or cos in short form, that will be giving you positive. It's only this guy that will be giving you positive. Sine will give you negative, tangent will also give negative. So if you press with your calculator, press any angle greater than 270 to 360, cosine will be giving you positive, while sine and tan will be giving you negative. Now, there is a formula that you can now use in determining this so I'm going to be looking at the special angle 45, 30, 35, 30 and 60. Now when you look at it in the first quadrant, the only thing you can have is theta. So in first quadrant you'll be having theta. So in that case I can look for sine. My sine theta will give me positive sine theta. That's what you have. So that is, you have positive answer. So cos theta will also give me positive answer. Then when you now look at tangent, which is tan in short form, will give you a positive answer. So you can try it. If I'm to look for cos 45, sine 45, quickly you see that at the end of the day I have a positive answer, of which I can quickly use the triangle in getting a triangle and knowing what 45 is. Because I'm not with calculator, I'm going to be using the special angle. So you have here as 1, here as 1, here as 45, here as 45, and here as root 2. So if I'm looking for sine 45, which is within first quadrant, 45, which is, and don't forget that sine is such, opposite hypotenuse, 45 opposite hypotenuse. If I should choose this angle, opposite, this angle is facing here, this one is facing here. So anyone you choose, opposite hypotenuse, which is 1 over what? Root 2. Which means there's nothing you will find in this angle. At the end of the day, you have that as a positive. Now, that is that. When you now move to second, let's look at the formula for second quadrant. Second quadrant. So second quadrant is telling us that it is only sine that is positive. Any other value that you are having here is what? Is negative. So now, and there's formula for that. So in that case, we have it as 180 minus what? Minus theta. So our theta in this case now is greater than 90. So anytime we want to find an identity which is theta or greater than 90, then you know that this now is now, if the number, if it's greater than 90 and the number fall within 90 and 180, then it is in second quadrant. So if you press any number from 91 to 180, for sine it's going to be giving you negative, positive, and the other two will be giving you negative. So how do you now apply this sine, this formula? Imagine if I'm to look for sine 50, I can know this one without pressing calculator. So sine 50, let's also assume that I'm looking for cos 150 and tan 150. So how do I now know, without even applying calculator, to now get the answer? Now from this quadrant now, once I am able to apply all these ACTS and I know that it is, you know, the symbol, what attached to it, then I can now come here. So now you see that my theta here now is greater than 90 and it's not up to 180. So it's within second quadrant. So and in second quadrant, I've already know that it's only sine that will give me what? That will give me positive. So now, even before I write this one, let me quickly write a formula here. So I've said in second quadrant we are having 180 minus theta. So if that is the case, if I'm looking for sine theta, in that case it will give me, since second quadrant is this, I can now apply the formula plus sine 180 minus theta. So at the end of the day, what I will have is to say that my answer is positive sine theta. So you see now by the time I apply this now. So let me now apply the formula. So it shows that in the second quadrant, any value that falls between 90 and 180 is in second quadrant and is only this one is positive. Well, if I now apply the formula that is here, it will give me that okay, 180 minus 150. So that will give me what? Sine 30. Sine 30. You see now, since it is sine 30, what I will now do now is equal to sine 30. So what I will now do now, since the final result I will have in second quadrant for sine is positive, I will put positive here. And I already know what is sine 30. So you can quickly draw your triangle also, which says that here is 1, 1. You have root 3 here. Here is 2, 2. So 30, 30, then 60, then 60. So if I'm looking for sine 30, this is 30 opposite hypotenuse. That is 1 over 2, which is 0.5. So that is that for sine positive. Now if you now come to cos, now since I already know, I will apply this formula. But what I will now do now, since in second quadrant cos and sine tangent are negative, what I will now do, I will still apply the same formula, but I will now put negative outside, because in second quadrant cos, sorry, let me use cos now. In second quadrant now, cos is what? Cos is negative. So I will now put 180 minus 150. So what do I have? I will now have equals to minus cos, sorry, I'm supposed to put cos outside, cos minus cos 30. So it equals to, now if you look at cos 30, and cos 30 is cash, which is, we have cos as cash, which is adjacent hypotenuse. So this is 30, this is opposite to 30, and to 30 now, here is the adjacent. So adjacent hypotenuse, which is root 3 over 2. So minus. So if you should press your calculator and press cos 150, you see that you get minus the same thing. By the time you know this is cos 30 now, by the time you find the answer to this one, and you find the answer to this one now, which is going to be 0 point something, then you will see that at the end of the day, by the time you press cos 150, your final answer will give you the same answer as this one. And the difference is now cos 150 will be negative, cos 30 will be positive, but they will have the same value. So that is how, if you do the same thing to this, you are going to have negative. If you press tan 150, you get negative. But if you now find tan 30, so and tan is 2, which is to 30, here is opposite adjacent 1 over root 3, which is 1 over root 3. If you press tan 30, you have negative of what is here. Since from the formula we said tan is negative, so you put negative here. So by the time you now use your calculator to press tan 150, you have it the same as what you saw here, which is tan 30, because you have already included the sign from there. So that is that on second quadrant. So from on third quadrant now, there's formula for that one too. So we have it as, in this quadrant now, we are now having it as theta minus 180. So any value that you have that is greater than 180, that is from 181 to 270, is only tan that will be giving you positive. So if this is the formula, I'm to look for sine theta. Sine theta will now be minus sine theta. I will now put the formula minus sine theta minus 180. So when you apply this formula and you press this one straight from your calculator, you get the same thing. So tan is only tan that is positive there. If you have tan theta, is this thing as saying positive tan into theta minus 180. Irrespective of what theta is, whether you subtract 180 or you press it directly, you still have it as positive. Then in case of cos, what you have, cos theta is negative cos theta minus 180. So whatever is the value for theta. Let's assume I'm having theta as 240. I'm to look for sine 240. So you will see that 240 is greater than 180. Is now between 180 and 270. So third quadrant, and in third quadrant is tan that is only tan that is negative, positive. So definitely I will know that my final result should be negative. So how will I now do? I already know that if the formula on third quadrant is, because 240 is negative for sine, I will put the sign outside. I will now apply the formula, which is say sine into theta minus 180. So what will I now do? Minus sine, sine. If I now put 240 there, minus 180. So what will the answer be? Now equals to minus sine 60. You know, I can easily get 60 from the table or from the triangle, which from sine 50. So we have root 3, 1, 1, 2, 2, and here is 60. So if here is 60 now, and sine is opposite hypotenuse, so it will now be minus root 3 over 2. Now if you press sine 240, this it will give you minus this. The value you will get, you have it as root 3 over 2. Just that this one will have directly have negative. But if you should press sine 60, you have your answer as this without negative. So with this quadrant, it will help you out to now determine that okay, there is negative, there is positive. So this is how you get all of them, by applying this formula. So when you now get to fourth quadrant, the formula there is 360 minus theta. So, and don't forget, in fourth quadrant, the only you have cos as the only identity that has a positive. The other two, sine and tangent, they are negative. So how do you now apply? Still the same thing. Very straightforward. Since we know that it's only cos that is there, and this is our formula. So if I'm to look for sine theta now, I'm now considering fourth quadrant now, which is greater than 270. So it's between 270 and 360. By applying this formula, and I also know that in fourth quadrant, sine is negative, I will apply the sine, then sine 360 minus theta. So once you press this one directly, let's assume I want to find sine 300. Sine 300. When you press sine 300, it's going to give you the same result when you subtract 300 from the 360. And this one will give you minus sine 60. So if you press sine 300, it's going to give you the same result as sine 30. The difference is that this one will be carrying minus, while sine 60 will not be carrying minus. But because you have included the negative outside, it will now make the result to be the same. So if you are having it as cos, cos will still give you positive. So this is how you begin to know when an angle, whether the end result of any angle is going to give you a positive or a negative value. So what if the angle is now greater than 360? How do you now deal with that part? So if any angle is now greater than 360, if you are having an angle greater than 360 now, how do you deal with it? Let's assume I'm having an angle that is like 740, 750. And I want to find an angle that is 750 degree. So what will you do now? You will begin to subtract 360 until the angle is now between 0 and 360, of which we can begin to now apply all this quadrant to know whether if it is going to be positive or it's going to be negative. So once I have it as this, what I will do, I begin to subtract 360 until angle is now below 360. I will now treat it, okay, where does the remaining one fall? It will give you the same answer. So let's look at this one now to deal with if the angle is greater than 360, because our quadrant only deal with angle between 0 to 360. So what will I do? If you multiply 360 times 2, that will give us 720. So if you subtract 720 from here, 720, so that will give us 0, 3. So that will give us 30. If you should press sine 30, it will give you the same result as sine 750. So this is how you begin to deal with it. If you press cos 30 will give you the same result as cos 750. Also tan 30 will give you the same result as tan 750. So this is how you determine an angle that is greater than 360. So thank you.